Hey everyone, Lou here, and I'm excited because today we're talking time management, and I'm going to share with you one of my biggest and best strategies on how I get more time out of my day. And no, it's not sleeping. I actually sleep. And I get so much done, and I can't wait to share that with you. But first, I do have a 30-day time management challenge, and if you're interested in learning more, the link is in the description below. Okay, let's get started. And I'm going to start with this. There is a saying, everyone has the same 24 hours in the day. It's what you do with it that matters. And you look at the successful people in the world like Oprah or Tony Robbins or Gary Vee, and you wonder, like, how do they get so much done? And we think, oh, they must have 372 assistants and that's how they get everything done. Well, at some point when they were growing in their success, they did not have assistants. It was them trying to figure it all out. What I know is we have 24 hours in a day. 24 hours equals 24 blocks of time. So if you haven't picked up on it yet, we're talking about time blocking. Some call it time chunking. I refer to it as blocking because when I show you the system I use, it's a bunch of blocks, literally. But what I want to talk about first is these 24 hours in a day. Because you might think, okay, 24 hours means I have 24 blocks. But you actually don't. You actually have 48 blocks in a day. Here, we're going to go to the whiteboard and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So in an average day, you have 24 hours. Okay, this equals 24 blocks. But I actually go with 48 blocks. If you're like, well, how do you get 48 blocks? Because up here, these are 1 hour blocks. Okay. Sorry guys, my penmanship's not that great. These are 1 hour blocks. This is a 30-minute block. Doesn't 48 sound a lot bigger than 24? There's a mindset around when you grow a number. So when I move from 24 blocks to 48 blocks, my conscious brain thinks I have more time. So I'm going to show you how to create a complete schedule for a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week schedule, okay? Using my 48 blocks. Now, you may be thinking, well, Lou, does that mean you're doing 48 items in a day? No. We're not doing that, okay? We are going to block things together and we're going to use these 30-minute intervals. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you own a business and you're answering the phone and you're doing your emails and it's like, these things don't stop. I don't know about you, but if you leave your phone turned on, if I leave my phone turned on and I leave my emails open, it's like ping, 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 ping from all different directions. And I'm completely distracted by what I'm supposed to be doing in my office that day. So one of my blocks is a 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. block and a 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. block. And that is when I do all my emails and I do all my telephone calls. So what I'm saying is between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., my email is not on and my phone is on silent. So I can actually focus on what I'm doing. Do you ever get to a point when you're working on something, whether it's business or personal, and you look up to check the time and you're like, holy cow, where'd all that time go, right? Or it goes the other way. You're like, finished a project, you look up, you're like, how is it only this time? It's because you didn't have any distractions. And the whole point about time blocking is to remove distractions so you can focus on what you're getting done in the moment. If you ever seen race horses, they actually have these blinders that they put on the sides of the horses' faces so that they can't see the other horses on the sides of them. Could you imagine if they didn't have the blinders? They'd probably be turning to each other going, hey, what's for supper? Or did you have your good hay last night? No, they keep the blinders on them so all that's in front of them is the finish line, where they need to go. And if you can create blinders for yourself with this blocking, guys, I just gave you 2 strategies, by the way. That's 2, time blocking and blinders. This will work for you where you'll be like, how do I have so much time in a day? Okay, so what I actually use for this is a Google Calendar, which everybody in the world pretty much has if you have a Google account. So for example, as you can see on the screen right now, here is a Google Calendar. And I've set it to the month, as you can see here. Now, I'm just going to show you a couple things around the Google Calendar so you can kind of familiarize yourself with it. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm a pro at this, just stay with me for 30 seconds because it's not going to take long on what I'm going to show. So for those who are new, here on the top right-hand corner is where you can choose how you're going to look at your schedule. My goodness, we could even look at a whole year at a glance if we wanted to. You can look at a day. So I have it set, whoops, sorry guys, let me just jump back there. I have it set to months, okay? I have it set to a month. And what you see on here is actually put in the calendar by Google. I did not add Commonwealth Day or St. Patrick's. Look at that, St. Patrick's Day in Newfoundland is a different day than St. Patrick's Day everywhere else. My husband being a Newfie, I never knew that. And neither did he. If he's behind the camera, he's like, I had no idea either. So, okay, so these are just automatic. Google puts them in. What I actually like to do is I like to start with a week. Okay, so here is this week. What I'm going to do for you as well is I'm actually going to go to the next week. Did you see how I did that up here, guys? Just here. If I wanted to check on today, I could just bring it back to today. So even if I was, for example, on June 18th and I want to see today, I click on today and it shows right up. Okay, but let's pretend we're going to book for next week. So the first thing I do is I figure out what are my most important tasks. These are tasks that you have to do. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You really can't get rid of them. These are tasks that you have to do. So here in our home, the one task that I have to do every single day is cook for our family of 6. So again, I just found the time that I wanted. Okay, see that? See how it pops up like that? But I want to make it bigger, so I'm just going to double click on it. Or we're not going to double click on it. There we go. We double clicked on it. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to write supper. Okay. Or you can write dinner, whatever you call it where you are is totally fine. Okay. So dinner. Now I need to do this every single day. So up here is where you can change that. You can change it to show daily, weekly on Sundays, monthly, the 3rd Sunday, every day. You can do custom if you want certain days, but every day from 5 till 6, it's supper time. So I'm going to put daily there. Now down here in the color box, there's a bunch of different colors. Pick colors to resemble or to relate to what it is you're doing. So anything that's family related for me, I actually pick the bright blue because I have 4 boys and it just, as soon as I see blue, I know exactly what I'm doing. It's something for the family. So it was already on blue. So this is going to show up supper from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Usually at our house, it takes a little bit longer because it's also family time. So I'm going to go 5 to 7. Okay, I'm not going to fill anything else out. If you want to invite your family members to this, you totally can as well. But I'm just going to put in what it is, the timing, how often, and I'm going to change the color to match what we're doing, okay? And I'm going to hit save. Watch what happens right here. Watch. Check that out. And look at this, guys. It's every single week. It's there every single week. Look at every single week. So we're going to pop back today, go here. Okay, another thing that's really important to me is in the morning, I actually spend time grounding myself and not like a bad person, a bad kid that has to go in a corner, but grounding myself to my day and to the energy that I have. And so meditation, prayer. So I'm going to put lose time up here. And I want to do that from, let's just say 7:30 to 8 a.m. Okay. And for me, I really like this pink color. So I'm going to choose pink. And it's actually going to happen every weekday, Monday to Friday. All right. So I'm putting that in. So as you can see right here, it's showing up. Okay. So then what comes next? Now, this is where you need to figure out how specific you're going to get. Okay. Do I schedule pee breaks? No. If from 8 o'clock is when I start to get ready, I may do an hour where it's getting ready, hanging out with the kids before school, breakfast, like that kind of thing. So what I'm still going to do is I'm going to add another one. I'm going to show you this though. Okay. See, I have this little square open here. If you go to more options, it will open the screen for you. Okay. So what I'm going to put is get ready / breakfast. Okay. To me, this is still a personal thing. So I'm going to make it my color, lose color. Y'all can pick your own color. Okay. We're going to pick weekly and we are 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And there it is. Okay, perfect. So now what comes next in my day? I have the most important, which is the family suppers or dinners. I have my morning routine already booked in there. So Monday through Thursday, I'm actually in my office. So, let's go back to that for just a second because this is really interesting. So here I have showing 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, most business owners just go to work and they do what they need to do in the day. Not me and not other successful business owners. Not even successful stay-at-home moms. I know stay-at-home moms I've worked with to help them create this exact calendar that I'm showing you. And they are so much more successful being a stay-at-home mom now because they have a routine that is creating habits. Okay, this is schedule, routine, and habits all together. So like I said earlier, did you see what happened there? I'm going to show you again. Let me just push discard. I clicked on the wrong area, so it comes up and it says 9:30, but I want 9 o'clock. So we're going to go 9 till, remember I told you guys 9 to 9:30 is when I do emails and phone calls. So I'm going to do emails, phone calls, whoops, even maybe some social media, right? Because if I can spell properly, because we need time to be on social media. Do you schedule your social media time? It's really important that you do that. Okay, so this is going to repeat weekly. Every weekday, Monday to Friday, and I'm going to make it a different color. So for me, there is a lot in regards to emails, phone calls, messages, social media, because it's me connecting with my clients or my potential clients or people that I'm working with for coaching. So I'm going to make it a green because to me, green means go. Okay. So again, emails, phone calls, social media. You know what? Let's do that. 30 minutes is good. Now, if you're like, but I want 45. Okay, we can do that. I just have to click on it. So there you go. Put in 45. So 9 to 9:45. If you want to get super, super into this, when I do this for my clients, I actually, in the description here, I will tell them exactly what they are to do. So emails, phone calls, we would say like check the Facebook group, message 3 new people. So you can write in the actual comment what you're going to do, okay? So for Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:45 p.m. 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 9:45 a.m., not p.m. That's a lot of time on social media. We're going to hang out with our clients, our customers, potentials. So there it is right there. Okay, so remember I also said I do it at the end of the day. So let's jump into another one and we're going to do the same thing. Emails, phone calls, social media. Now, there is a way that you can copy and paste the one I just showed you, but honestly, I just think this is quicker to get done because we can do it pretty quick. I'm going to go 4:30 to 5 at this point, Monday through Friday. Okay, you can type in there if you type in information here if you want. Okay, save. So there it is. Okay, so now I have the tail ends of my day booked. What are we going to do with the middle of it? So this is where you need to decide, are you working in your business or on your business? All right. So what we're going to do is we have a 9:45 slot here. So I'm going to jump in here and this sounds really funny, but what I actually do on this side, hold on. It's being silly. There we go. I'm going to put 9:46. The reason being is if you put 9:45, it's going to jump up and try and match the 9 to 9:45 item. So I'm going to bring it to 9:46. So let's just say from 9:46 till 12 o'clock p.m. So you can type, I just typed that all in. Okay, Monday through Friday. I am doing, if it was me in my regular business, it could be creating videos. It could be doing research. It could be bookkeeping for a client. It could be doing CFO work for a client. So I'm going to say from the time I'm done emails to 12 o'clock, I'm doing CFO work. Okay. So this is also work. So I'm going to put it in the dark green. And even in here, I may add a comment or two just so I know what is expected of myself. The cool thing with this is it holds you accountable. So as you can see, look at this. I'm building a complete schedule. Now, if you're like, wait a second though, this is so perfect. Like, what about if something comes up? What about an emergency? Good thing you asked that. So what I actually do is I'll write in free time and I will do 12 to 12:30. I will put that in red. And that's like, okay, if something pops up, I've got 30 minutes to deal with it. Again, I'm going to go Monday through Friday. Okay, and there it is. If you think you need more time, you can do that as well. Sometimes I'll put these at the 4 o'clock spot as well. And if I get to 12 o'clock and I have no urgent matters or nothing that needs me, guess what? I'm going to have some lunch. Okay, so we do the same thing again. So from 12:30 to let's go. I believe in having like breaks, believe it or not. So let's go 12:30 to 3. We have another workload that we're going to do. Now, if you are like, but wait a second, I do something different Monday than I do Tuesday than I do Wednesday. That's okay. So if we're going to do Monday 12:30 to 3, we're going to do whatever work it is. We can say weekly on Monday and you can pick your color. Okay, so maybe this one's different. So I'm just going to put a different color because it's something else I'm doing in my business. So it just shows up there. And let me show you what's going on all the other weeks. Can you guys see that? All the other weeks that are showing up. Look how easy this is. It's so easy. So now that we have that one set up, we're going to go into Tuesday. We're going to pick something else. Guess what? I'm going to call it something else. And we're going to say, oh, you know what? 12:30 till 2. Maybe it's a networking meeting or an online educational piece, but that happens every Tuesday. Okay, pick a different color if you want. You can get excited and have fun with these different colors. But the whole basis here is to literally create a schedule that becomes a routine. And if you're like, but what about these 48 chunks that are the 1 hours into the 30 minutes? This is what we've done. There's a chunk. There's 2 chunks. There's a chunk and a quarter or a chunk and a half, right? So you can see that we're chunking them together. And already looking at this, I'm like, wow, I can get so much accomplished. Most of the time you can get so much accomplished because of the dreaded phone calls, emails, and social media. That being said, the other thing that I do is, and I have to add this in because it's so important. 3 o'clock, guess what we get to do? We get to party. I actually call it a social media party. And if you're like, what are you talking about? So I take a half an hour or 20 minutes. I personally take the half an hour, and I will have a social media party. And it just means for those 30 minutes, I'm doing stuff on social media. I'm giving myself permission to go on social media for 30 minutes a day, okay? Hopefully it's connecting, it's posting, it's doing all that great stuff. Maybe it is just kind of, surfing through the feeds on TikTok. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, because I want you to understand you have so much time. You have 168 hours a week. And you're not sleeping for them all. You're not sleeping for them all. Okay. So you go through and you fill out your entire week and you can change it. Here's the cool thing. Let's say we get to next week and now in here we have a meeting. We're going to come in here. We're going to change this to 1 o'clock. We're going to hit save. Now, do you see how it says edit recurring event? This event, this one, and the following are all. If it's just this one time, just hit this event and hit okay. Now I have that spot for the meeting. See how easy this is? There we go. And we'll make that, it's going to be, we already used that. Let's go orange. So that's an orange. So I know, my orange means meeting or something really important. Okay. And now do you see how it did this? Look at this. It bumped it down. So what we're going to do is we got to just go back into this because we don't want to we don't want to give up our sacred social media time. So we're going to just fix this one. So I've done that. So you can see it's all lined up there. Okay. So now that we've worked a whole day, I had time for me in the morning. I had time for my clients. I did the work I need to do. I had some free time that I filled up with clients' work. I actually had a meeting this day. I even had my social media party, and then I had an extra hour in here that I filled with catch-up work. So you can even put that in, catch-up work, okay? You can do that. We're going to go more options. We're going to put this in, let's say, weekdays. Yes, 3:30 to 4:30, and I'm going to just make that one yellow because it's a nice rainbow color. Okay, so I even do this at night. Okay, look at this, from 7 till whatever time you have. If you're gonna have time with the family, then write in family time. Okay, write that in. It's really, really important. So maybe that's for 2 hours. And remember I said my family is blue. We're gonna repeat that. We're just gonna repeat that every Monday. We'll just leave it for every Monday because I have teenage boys. They don't need to see me every single night for 2 hours staring at them asking, what are you doing? How much time have you been on your computer? Teach me how to play Fortnite. That's for another channel. Okay, so you can go through and you would block out until you go to bed. So as you can see here, it will go to, sorry guys, I pushed the wrong button there. It will go to midnight. This is the midnight block down here. Can you guys see that one okay? So do I fill this out for the weekends? Sometimes. It depends on what's going on during that weekend. Okay, so this is the easiest way to do your time blocking. Now, I'm going to take this one step further for you. Okay, what I want to teach you now is I want to tell you about what items that you're going to chunk together so that you can understand how not only time blocking works, but time blocking works, but also chunking items together. So as you can see, I chunk together social media, phone calls, messages, and emails because it's the same, pretty much the same item. You're connecting with people. Okay. Another thing that I actually chunk together in my personal life is dishes and dinner. So when I'm cooking dinner, I'm doing dishes. And I do this to the best of the ability that I can, but I'm standing there watching stuff cook. I might as well get some things out of the sink. Okay, so dishes and dinner are really good. Folding laundry and watching TV are a really good one. These are like little multitasking items that you can use to kind of get more done. Okay, I highly do not suggest talking on the phone and doing a lot of different things because we only then do it halfway. So I want you to go through not just time blocking your day, but I want you to go through and what items can you chunk together. So another one that I chunk together is when I walk my dogs, I listen to an audiobook. So I'm learning and walking at the same time. Okay. Another thing that I do is if there's a show on TV I really want to watch, I will put the show on, but I will bring my iPad to the bedroom or to the living room, wherever we're watching, and I'll be jotting notes. I'll be thinking about what video do I want to put out next, or I'll maybe be writing something for a course, or trying to just do a little bit while I'm in front of the television because I just don't want to be a zombie sitting there like this for hours. So I will bring this with me and I will start creating notes. It's a great way, or I'll even schedule social media. That is a really good one. I use later.com, which you can find in a separate video. And while I'm watching a movie or TV that I really want to watch, I am scheduling my social media posts in later.com. So there are things you can do to bring the items together to chunk them. It's just like going out and going for running errands. You're not going to go from this side of the city to that side of the city to this side of the city to that side of the city, drop stuff off and do it all over again. No, you're like, okay, what's my route? I have these 4 stores. This is where I need to go. And you plot the quickest route because you chunked those errands together. Just like, for example, on Friday nights, it is takeout night here at the Clark household. So on Friday nights, I hit the grocery store, I hit the dollar store, I hit the popcorn store, and then I go and pick up the food. All in one, and I come home and it's done. And that's pretty much my errands for the week. So I want you to think about the things you can chunk together. And that's where it's really good in the Google Calendar. Let's jump back there for a second so I can show you what I mean by that. Okay, let's just say, let me go back there again, just make sure you guys saw that. As you can see on Saturday, maybe 9 a.m., we have errands. So I'm gonna write errands. Hopefully that's how you spell it. If it's not, I will find out. Does that look right, RH? Yeah, he's like, I think so. I don't know either. So guys, you're not here for spelling. Go, that's a teacher thing. I don't spell. I teach you how to save time and make more money while building your confidence. Okay, so this is errands for April 3rd. Let's just say I have to get groceries. Okay, so you can, oops, I can't spell that though. So you can put in here what you have to do. Maybe you have to go to Winners. Maybe you have to go to the pet store. Maybe you have to go get more popcorn. Happens once in a while. But you can go in and you can set these errands and you can tell it, okay, yeah, you know what? Let's repeat that every every weekly on every Saturday. And we're going to make that one a periwinkle. Okay. And I'm going to do that from 9 till 11 a.m. Okay. So it's here. Here's another thing that I do, which is really exciting. And we'll talk more about this as time goes on. In the supper dinner block. See, it even knows, look, oh, you're going to have supper? Okay, yeah, I got that. Okay, so I'm just going to open it. When I do my meal planning for the month, I'll come in here and write that we're having tacos so that I know, okay, just this event. And then the next day we're having salad. I don't know, I'm just throwing things at you right now. Okay, this event only. So you can go in. So then the cool thing is these timers go off. If you're like, wait, what? This is the best part. I left like the best part for last. All of these have notifications. Do you see this right here? Right here, look. So what happens is as you're working away, you'll get a ping on your phone or on your computer that says, hey, in 30 minutes, you've got to make supper. And you're like, ooh, I got 30 minutes. Okay, so I got to get this thing done. Da, 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 da. So the cool thing with everything we've created is the Google Calendar is holding you accountable to your entire schedule so you can create a better routine by not only color coding and having everything in the actual calendar for you, but it's also going to ping you and be like, hey, heads up. It's time to go and meditate. Hey, heads up. It's time to go have a bath. I put that in my schedule for Saturday and or Sunday night, just depending on what my schedule for the weekend looks like. But it tells me, my phone tells me it's time to do this in 30 minutes. So I know I've got 30 minutes, finish this up and get her done, right? Just get her done. So that's the best part about this. Not only does this time blocking with chunking items work for you, but it also keeps you accountable to your schedule. So if you're on social media and you get a ping from your phone that says, hey, work in half an hour, then it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I have to get off. Yep, I have to get off this. I know it's coming up. The other thing too is in that area, you can also change the notification. So if you want it in 10 minutes or an hour or 2 days, you can change that. Here is the fact. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with it that makes you successful. And this strategy that I'm showing you right here, it is what's going to take you leaps and bounds from where you are to where you want to go. The clients I have in my time management programs, like we do this and they're like, I cannot believe how much time I have. I cannot believe that I'm getting stuff done. I'm like, because you're determined and you're focused. You are now one of those racehorses with blinders on who just needs to get to the finish line before that notification goes off. I hope today's lesson really helps you to take control of your time management because remember, you control your time. Your time doesn't control you. Even if you are an employee for someone and you work for them from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., you can still implement this. If you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, you can implement this. You can use this for business or personal. It doesn't matter. It's a great strategy for you to build new routines, healthy routines, build new habits. And this is the easiest way to do it. If you have anything that you need lessons on with time, money, or confidence, please comment below. And if this has helped you, please share this video with someone who needs this education, who needs this strategy to help them in their business. Because we're all about rocking this out the best we can. It's about living life to the fullest, taking control of your time, and having fun. Until next time, Lou Clark. See you soon.